Open an image in Affinity Photo and then go to the Layers panel. Have that selected and go down the bottom. Now the Layers panel can be found in View menu, Studio and Layers. Just sit down here. You can see an option here for Mask. So click there. With that selected, you'll end up with a mask associated with it. Now you can fill that with anything, brush strokes, etc. I'm just going to go with gradient. So quickly add a gradient. You can see now you've got it masked. So you've got that part of the image. Obviously you can see that part of the image. You can't. And you can move it around, modify it in numerous ways. However, what I want is effects. So I'm just going to go to say filters, and I'm just going to go say distort and twirl. That's a perfect reason why as well. And you can do much the same with this. Just apply that, and you've still got a mask you can see through, but now you've got a nice twirl effect with that gradient. And you can see over here in the mask, it's changed in the layers panel. However, one of the best filters in Affinity Photo, procedural texture, just doesn't work for some weird reason. Maybe one day I might find a way of doing it actually just normally, but at the moment it doesn't seem to work. Please, if you know how to get it to work, please put in the comments below. Be really appreciated. Now, just going to remove this mask. Don't want that mask, because what I need to do is I'm just going to go to a layer and then new layer, and you need to fill this layer with something. So edit and fill, and you can see secondary color. I've got black, so black, and it's filled. It can be any color. What you've got then is you can go to filters, colors, and procedural texture. So procedural texture there. And again, you've got this panel, you've got presets. Now, I could obviously do some various equations, etc., but I'm just going to go with a preset, just makes it quicker. And you can see now that design there, nice checkerboard design. You can see the equation there, and then I'm going to set it to say 10, so you can see it a bit more clearly, and apply. Once you've done that, well, I want that as a mask. Now, you think, oh, be simple, just drag it down. Just drag it down. That doesn't work. Still a pixel layer, no use. What you need to do is go down to a layer, and then rasterize to mask. So rasterize to mask, and now it's converted to a mask. And that's really good. And I want to associate it with it, so that layer. So I'm just going to drag that down, and then you can, between the image and the text, and then you'll see a little blue line appear, and you can see now the mask is associated. Now, unfortunately, the procedural texture is not live, so you can't sort of edit it later. So if you apply any more effects to this procedural texture ones, they will not work. It will be exactly the same as before, just will ignore it. You can, however, apply other filters. So you can go to filters. Maybe you think, oh, you know what, I want blurring effect. So you can apply a blur or one of the distorts, perfectly reasonable as well. And then you've got it there, a nice mask effect with that image. And again, once you've done that, of course, you can always duplicate it. So layer and duplicate. And then, of course, what you can do, you can move it around, and you can see the result of moving around like that. Obviously, maybe not like that, but you can resize and much, much more. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.